catching snowflakes on my lashes.
Alright, let's see here. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. More Forbidden West. We're just about to combine this new thing we got with Gaia.
Just finished replaying the story campaign. Love this game so much.
Oh, did you? Nice. This is my first playthrough.
Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates.
SOS.
Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility.
Okay.
A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world
It stands for
code.
shit on a shingle.
A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Wow.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Okay.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then.
Whatever. No guts, no glory. Let's go.
You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Okay.
Alright. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha!
Yes. All
No
by
way.
myself.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Do you not like it, Tend and Val?
Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
They're okay, I guess. I don't know. I like the one-armed guy better. I forget his name.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Where?
So let me get this straight.
Another room.
Angry Horde.
Katalo is also my favorite.
Is that his name? This guy, right?
Zoe is my second
tell.
favorite. Yes,
Who's Zoe? Is that this lady? Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with that sentiment. What room did they... Is this the room that got open?
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in.
Okay. So what was the significance of telling me that they opened this room?
The door's unlocked now.
I think it was the
What
map
door?
room Katalo was in.
No, because that one was open earlier. This room that's new?
Gaia, what was this room for?
Oh, this is the new room
This
here.
was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Oh, I see. It's like gaming chairs. Well, fix it, Gaia. We're gonna need some gaming. It's critical that we have gaming. Fix it while we're out.
And you said Aloy ended it for good, right? But Gaia doesn't need it? There she is.
You ready to head out?
Yep, let's go.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Yeah. I mean, if they actually help me in combat, it'll be nice to have them along, I guess.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Hey, you're the dumbass that wanted to come. Stop complaining.
Those two are not the most helpful.
Yeah. Especially against this guy.
What is that?
Oh! He got her. Did he actually damage her? Wow, brilliant. Those they blew themselves
Well,
up.
that takes the keg.
But they figured out how to hurt one of them. Did we just learn something? Is electricity or something like that?
Carl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll
Dude,
check out the battlefield.
go check the body
Let's start
of the
with that Zenith.
freaking unstoppable killer person.
Well, there are obviously
Okay.
more Zeniths than
I
we
know I
about.
just said that, but I'm gonna look around and get
believe
the
you
treasure
fought
I
one.
just saw.
Almost didn't make it.
So I saw a treasure in that cutscene. I just don't know where it's at. There it is. This thing, what is this? Oh no, that's a gun.
Now this is a find.
Yeah. I don't think I need it right now. Nice. Just stand over here. Don't bother helping me find treasure. What is this? Like robots? Hold on, I'll be right there. There's gotta be more treasure around here, right? Or not? Why can't I search their bodies? That's what I want to know. I feel like I should be allowed. There we go. Allowed to search their bodies. Out of the way. Someone was living here. Probably these people, I guess. Alright. Alright, I think that's all we're gonna find. Right? What's up here? Can I get up here?
I shouldn't leave yet.
Oh,
Not
shut
until
up.
I'm done
not
looking
leaving.
around.
Shut up. I was just looking for this. Wow. Oh, it didn't have much in it. Alright, let's do it.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she could make it come and
Hello,
go at
Verbena?
will.
What do you have for me?
It's gone now.
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset.
Well, go do your thing.
Can we call off this
I'll wait
pointless
here.
search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
Okay.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset.
What a mess.
I wonder what this asset is.
Maybe it's you. Am I missing anything else? I don't see anything else.
Chilly up
Oh. Okay. See, I should have just waited to come look up here, huh?
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Were they watching this area?
Obviously.
The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Okay.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Why is Varl standing off on his own? He's just standing here staring into this hole.
That's a long way down.
That's
tunneled straight down.
That straight
into
up
the
looks like the hole. Have you seen
mountain. Looks recent.
Alien vs. Predator, chat?
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something
They
called
carved a hole in the ice just
the
like that.
Asset. I don't know what it
That
is,
movie.
but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
And then he'll die immediately because what the hell's he gonna do if a Zenith shows up?
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Okay. Guess we just go down more. Did I just go farther down? I mean, I don't think there's really a purpose to this area down here, right? No. I don't think there is. Bro, get up. Okay, I'm supposed to go in there. Okay.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Alright, we'll give it a shot. Command log, okay. Anything else of interest in this room? Nothing at all. Wow. Okay.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Does it? It looks like it's pretty intact to me.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still
exploring
searching
another
for
Far
the
Zenith
asset?
ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Oh, get out of the way. Okay, there's a stairwell right there. Nothing back here. It's all just a whole lot of nothing. Wait. Priority shift all. As you will undoubtedly have heard by now, we have lost the brightest star among us. Research on ectogenesis for the Odyssey was near and dear to Peter. On behalf of the new High Council, I commend you all for your efforts and the great strides made over the last several years. Yet, as we mourn our founder, we must also keep our gaze on the bright future ahead. To that end, we will be shifting project priorities. Over the coming days, you will be briefed on exciting developments in longevity research from our Tokyo and Lagos facilities, with new assignments to follow. In the meantime, all ectogenic chambers should be moved to storage. Refer to your leads with any questions. Okay. Oh.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith,
Find
probably
anything that might
discovering
tell us
amazing
what the
things.
asset is?
I don't think so.
Why are you both talking over each other? Let's see. Data corrupted has seen a significant improvement, decreasing the time between touch-ups that commercially available treatments like osmanthus rejuvenine require. As for Malik's team, the latest results from their neurophysiology experiments seem promising. But with the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility, we seem to be closing in on functional first-generation implants. Meanwhile, our friends in Zurich have sent over their findings on WBE. Mixed results. A couple of promising avenues, but anything bordering on real digital transcendence looks to be decades away, if not data corrupted. Okay. Wait. Hello. Ah. Where am I? Oh. Okay, there's a ladder or something. Ladder well.
This place is huge.
Wow.
Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus, it's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's
Errands?
loyal. That's for sure.
Okay.
A control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Hold on. We're not done looking around yet. Not even close. We're not ready to do that at all yet. Go down here. I guarantee you I'm seeing... Yeah. Treasure boxes. Alright, I guess we can look at this thing now.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Nothing.
Hold on. Can I just search each one? Oh man, that could be interesting, huh?
236 containers in storage. Please.
How about this?
Empty again.
Okay. Should we look at each one?
236 containers in storage.
Wow.
Please enter the container number.
Okay, let's try this.
Nothing. What about that number in the distress signal?
236 containers in storage.
What about
Maybe
it?
this one.
Nothing.
236.
How about this?
Empty again.
Okay, so do none of the other ones have do none of the other ones have a dang old something in them? $237 it says. It's 236.
236 containers in storage.
Is that a mini-me?
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
Okay.
So
She's still alive.
we need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Okay.
Here it comes! I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
I already did.
That thing's quick! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? Acid's eating away at it. Now to follow up. Okay, better.
Wow. Damn it. Oh no. Yeah.
Much better.
Oh no.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Okay, hold on. Did that fool drop any, like, crap off of it that I can pick up? I don't think so, right? Alright. So now we have to go back up and find what's-his-face and save him
Get
from
back
the
up
one
top and
that's
deal with that
near
other
him.
Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Yeah, no heroics, Aaron. Wait, what's up here? I never came up here, right? Definitely didn't. Let's see, Claire. Wish you'd been on the call with me with Zero Dawn. Whoever negotiated this deal with them was ingenious. A bunch of our old techs collecting dust in storage in exchange for a copy of all human knowledge? Talk about a bargain. And the guy heading up the Eleuthia sub-function, Patrick Brochard Klein, you could practically see sparkles in his eyes when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions on the ectogenic chamber's design. It was like we were waving catnip in front of him. Anyway, they're requesting additional material on nutrition delivery. Higher-ups have gave the go-ahead, so send over everything we have. Brochard Klein will probably pee his pants in glee. Dan. He may, but you know. Okay. That door's clearly locked. And this is where I was just at, I guess. Hopefully Aaron's hiding because I'm not exactly in a rush to get to him. Alright. I guess that's it. Let's go.
Aloy!
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Yeah, you could possibly fight it, bro.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. It'll be a tough fight. A heavy weapon. That can help.
Oh yeah, where was that heavy weapon at? It's over here somewhere, right?
I could use it against the Spectre.
Where is it? Oh, right here.
Hello.
All right, here we go.
Shields down! On the move!
Wow. Dude, what the hell? I'm stuck. Okay. Stupid ass game. Got me stuck. Where'd he go?
It's here when you want it. Bottom. Don't get that stuff on you. I guess we're not going for stealth.
I
then.
missed.
That's a good way to go down. Boy, did you pick the wrong fight.
Oh, damn. God dang. Okay, get the hell away from it.
Take this. Stop. Let's smash this. You aren't winning. Oh, look at that thing fizzing away.
Oh, is she heavy, dude? Come on.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
What is this? Acid light arrows? Alright, whatever.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing.
Is it now?
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too.
Okay.
Whoa. Where's our guest?
We're in the middle.
Shut up.
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
'Cause there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now! Well, at least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
Hold on. That's the wrong plug. Dang it. Where's my dang phone charger at? Here it is. Alright. There we go.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
What about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
Yeah, you never know.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
Well, that's easy.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
Good lord.
So Talana came by the base?
And more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
Okay, good.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormberg plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Okay.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
You had better.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
Alright.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Yeah.
Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello?
I want to take that headdress off.
It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up.
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so...
Figures.
The descendants of
Constantly
Far
destroying
Zenith escaped
stuff.
a dying planet. And now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Of course.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that.
Yeah, maybe.
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth, for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise.
Okay.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
Okay.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too.
Okay.
How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
Okay.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Bena's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Okay.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge...
Now we have to get to the archive.
Just out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
Alright.
Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Guy is powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Guy is still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
Man, calm
You don't
down.
even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back.
Choke her out, put
This
her in
was
the
all
closet.
for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Guy is using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey! Calm down.
Choke her out, put her in the closet. She's
You're
going
here
crazy.
now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
Yeah, we'll lock her in, because she's a flight risk.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
So this Hephaestus, he's like Gaia's own personal blacksmith.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology.
No shit.
But not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of
recovered
Cylon's
beta.
weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us.
Hold on.
But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
I want to know what this is.
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. I think I can reconnect some of them already. It seems like there are more out there.
Okay.
Bam! Whoop-a-da!
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
There's the snow.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it is midnight. We have work in a few hours, so we're going to go ahead and call it here for tonight. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, give us a like, a follow, or subscribe. And come back again next time where we will be picking up from here, playing more Horizon Forbidden West. Y'all have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.